for Foreign Affairs of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. I now give the floor to His Excellency Gheorghe Leuca, Chair of Delegation of Republic of Moldova.
Mr. President, Excellencies, distinguished delegates. Yesterday, the citizens of the Republic of Moldova made their choice in the most important election in our country's history. They spoke with clarity, courage, and dignity, despite unprecedented pressure, disinformation, and interference from the Kremlin. The Moldovan people defended democracy through free and fair elections. This was not merely a political contest. It was a test of resilience, of whether a small nation can withstand relentless attempts to destabilize, divide, and erode trust in its institutions. Moldova passed this test. Our citizens, from villages to cities, and from the diaspora who traveled thousands of kilometers to cast their ballots, stood united. They refused to be intimidated or deceived. This is a victory for the entire nation, a victory for democracy, for Europe, and for freedom. The Moldovan people have given a strong mandate for our European integration. They affirmed that our future lies in the European family, in peace, prosperity, and the rule of law. The European Union has been indispensable for Moldova's progress. EU support has strengthened our economy, modernized our institutions, and helped us withstand external pressure, from energy blackmail to disinformation campaigns. Beyond assistance, Europe has provided us with a model, a community built of solidarity, justice, and the conviction that prosperity is best achieved together. We are grateful to our European and international partners who have supported Moldova's resilience and democratic transformation. Their solidarity has made it possible for our people to resist external threats and to remain on the path of reforms, reform of injustice, governance, and the fight against corruption, that are not only conditions for European integration accession, but also the foundation of our fair and accountable state. But let us be clear, this democratic choice was made against the backdrop of hybrid warfare. Interference began long before election day and will not end with it. Russia has sought to undermine Moldova's sovereignty through illicit financing, disinformation, cyber attacks, and intimidation of voters. On elections day itself, attempts were made to obstruct the diaspora vote, spread false narratives, and target electoral infrastructure. Our institutions, supported by civil society and independent media, stood guard and defended its sovereign will of our people. Yet, national resilience is not enough. The threats we face are global. Democracies everywhere are being tested by increasingly sophisticated tools designed to manipulate information, erode trust, and distort elections. That is why Moldova calls for stronger cooperation to safeguard democracies. We urge the Assembly and UN members to join forces in protecting democracies from novel threats with novel means. Moldova's commitment to democracy is inseparable from our commitment to peace. We share 1,200 kilometers border with Ukraine, which continues to resist Russia's brutal aggression. We know how fragile is peace, and we know why Moldova can stand here today in peace, because Ukraine stands. We resolutely condemn Russia's war of aggression. We support Ukrainians' sovereignty and territorial integrity within its internationally recognized borders, including its territorial waters. Every missile that strikes homes and civilian infrastructure violates international law. Accountability must follow, and Moldova supports the international community's efforts to document and prosecute such crimes. This war is not only against Ukraine, it is a war against Europe, against freedom, and against the international order established by the United Nations Charter. Moldova will continue to stand with Ukraine and with all those who defend peace. The Republic of Moldova is committed to an exclusively peaceful reintegration based on our sovereignty and territorial integrity within international recognized borders. We once again call for complete, unconditional, and immediate withdrawal of Russian troops and ammunition from Moldovan territory, in line with Russia's own international obligations. This withdrawal must be transparent and under international monitoring. Excellencies, Moldova's election was a national choice, but its meaning is global. It showed that democracy can prevail even under relentless pressure. Yet, democracies cannot stand alone. They need solidarity, resilience, and support. As the United Nations marks its 18th anniversary, Moldova reaffirms its commitment to the United Nations Charter. We support this organization's effort to secure peace, advance the Sustainable Development Goals, address climate change, protect human rights, and establish global norms against corruption, disinformation, and foreign interference. Distinguished delegates, the people of Moldova have chosen freedom. They have chosen Europe. They have chosen peace. We are fully aware that consolidating our democracy and advancing towards European membership will be a demanding journey that made more difficult by Russia's persistent threats. But it is a journey we are determined to pursue. With unity at home and solidarity from our partners, above all the European Union and the United Nations family, we continue to build a democratic, resilient, and prosperous Moldova, a Moldova that contributes to peace in Europe and to the work of these United Nations. I thank you.
I thank the Chair of Delegation of the Republic of Moldova. I now give the floor to Her Excellency Agnes Mary Chimbiri Molande,